Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bilingual channel. I'm David and today I'm joined by Emily. How's it going, Emily?
Hi, David. I'm doing well, thank you. And hello to all our viewers. Today, we're diving into a topic that everyone loves, food.
That's right, food is such a universal topic, isn't it? No matter where you're from, everyone has some connection to food, whether it's traditional dishes, favorite recipes, or just flavors we love.
Absolutely. And since this is the Bilingual channel, we'll be introducing a few useful food-related vocabulary words and phrases along the way to help you learn as we chat.
Perfect. So, Emily, let's start with a classic question. What's your favorite type of cuisine?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think I'd have to say Italian. I love pasta, pizza, and all those classic Italian flavors. How about you?
I'd probably go with Mexican. The spices, the variety, and the freshness of the ingredients always win me over. It's such a dynamic cuisine.
Totally agree, Mexican food is fantastic. Actually, I think that brings us to our first word for today, cuisine. Cuisine is a style of cooking that's specific to a region or country.
Great word. For example, Italian cuisine is known for its delicious pastas and pizzas.
Exactly. Cuisine goes beyond just food, it reflects the culture, history, and even climate of a place.
Speaking of that, Emily, do you cook often? I know for some people, cooking is a passion, while others find it challenging.
I love cooking. It's like therapy for me. But I know what you mean, it can be daunting for beginners.
Yes, especially when recipes include unique ingredients. That's another good word for today, ingredient. It's any item or substance used to make a dish.
Exactly. For instance, garlic is a common ingredient in Italian cooking. Ingredients are like the building blocks of a dish.
And the beauty of ingredients is that they vary so much from one cuisine to another. Like, rice is a staple ingredient in many Asian cuisines, while cheese is more common in European dishes.
That's so true. Do you have a favorite ingredient that you use often?
I'd say garlic. It adds so much flavor to almost anything. What about you?
Same here. Garlic is so versatile. And speaking of flavors, let's talk about the word flavor. It refers to the taste of a particular food or dish.
Great choice, Emily. For example, chocolate has a rich and sweet flavor that many people love.
Flavor is such an essential part of the culinary experience. Each ingredient brings its own unique flavor, and combining them is what makes cooking so exciting.
Absolutely. So, do you have a favorite dish that you enjoy making?
I really like making lasagna. It's a bit time-consuming, but the flavors are so rewarding once it's done.
Lasagna is delicious. It has so many layers, both literally and flavor-wise. This makes me think of our next word, savory. Savory means a taste that isn't sweet but often rich and salty.
Good one. For instance, pizza is often considered a savory dish. It's usually associated with herbs, spices, and ingredients like cheese or meat.
Exactly, savory foods are very satisfying, and they're usually the opposite of sweet, which is another important flavor.
Speaking of sweet, do you have a sweet tooth, David? I know I do.
Yes, I can't resist chocolate. Actually, sweet foods are a big part of many cultures too, especially when it comes to desserts.
So true. That's another interesting point about food, it brings people together. For example, many cultures have family gatherings where everyone cooks together.
Yes, food is definitely a social experience. That brings us to our final word for today, meal. A meal is an occasion when you eat food, like breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Exactly, David. For example, dinner is the main meal of the day in many households. Meals often have a social or cultural significance.
Right, and that's what makes meals special. They're not just about eating, but also about connecting with others.
Absolutely. So, David, if you could have a meal with anyone in the world, who would it be and what would you eat?
That's a fun question. I think I'd love to have dinner with a chef like Gordon Ramsay and have him cook something amazing. What about you?
I'd probably go for a family meal with all my loved ones. Nothing beats homemade food and good company.
That sounds wonderful, Emily. Food really does bring people together.
It does, and that's the beauty of it. Well, that wraps up our conversation for today. Let's go over the 5 key words we introduced.
Sure, we talked about cuisine, ingredient, flavor, savory, and meal. All important terms when talking about food.
Exactly. And we hope you found this episode both fun and informative.
Yes, thank you for joining us on the Bilingual channel today. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.
And if you'd like to see examples of these words, check out the video description. See you in the next episode.